All right, hello. Come on in. Let me know you're here. And like always, it takes a little bit of time to catch up. So come on in. Let me know that you're here. Tonight, I'm delivering a very, very important topic with a really fresh take on uncovering the root cause of thyroid autoimmunity. Because let's face it, it's a complex picture, and I'm going to explain why. So let's just get into it. Let me know, do you have a thyroid condition, and what is it that's actually going on in your body? Do you understand what's going on in your body? Have you uncovered the root cause? Or are you aware that there's something, but you're not quite sure what it is, but you have a bit of an inkling to which direction in your body it is? Yeah, whether it's stemming from a particular system, it could be that you've always suffered from hormonal irregularities. It could be that you suffer from digestive issues or anxiety, depression. There are so many different links. And the reason for that is because our thyroid hormones actually have an interaction with every cell and system in the body. Okay, so therefore it's not unusual then to see different signs and symptoms. And in the research, we see things like Hashimoto thyroiditis and psoriasis. So I saw a research study today, 2024, where researchers are uncovering the links between psoriasis and Hashimoto's thyroiditis. There's other strong research coming through on the links between polycystic ovarian syndrome and subclinical thyroid issues. Okay. And then there's lots of links with digestive issues, gut issues. So what I really invite you and what I'd love you to do to get the very best out of this training this evening is to, really feel into what's going on for you, because on a spiritual level and on a wisdom level, your body already knows. It's just that often there's that brain, heart, body disconnect. And, we are unclear. We are unclear. And that's where doing things like functional testing can point us in that right direction. But even that has its limitations. Let's be honest, it's not the be all or end all. It's about working in an integrative way at a very deeply holistic level so that in partnership we can really uncover the root cause /S, because there's many causes, as well as, things that are making it worse. So that's what I mean by exacerbating factors, like things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis that are actually making it worse, or some things that aren't really helping your system. So for example, it could be a mineral insufficiency or deficiency. It could be a digestive issue where you're just not absorbing the right minerals that would allow your body to utilize thyroxine and actually convert it to T3 as an example. It could be a situation where you have unmanaged stress and your body has adapted to some degree. However, you've got a dysregulated cortisol rhythm, and that's actually sabotaging your thyroid health. It could be that you have some food intolerances that have kind of slipped through the cracks, pardon the pun, because that's how they get through. And, to a degree, you've got some inflammation going on in your gut, which you may not even be able to feel without the right level of testing to really see what's going on. You might still have some symptoms, but that may have become the norm for you. And, you're unclear of what normal feels like. Is there such a word as normal? Optimal, I should say, feels like. So therefore, when we uncover what's actually going on, that's where you can go, well, okay, so this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, and this level of evidence is showing this. So now I can actually work on, improving the base terrain of my diet. The base terrain. So what do I mean by base terrain? So the base terrain is like the foundational piece for which basically sets up the environment for all things in our body. Okay, so for example, if we're eating in a certain way and we've been doing that forever and a day, and I mean, the buzzword is gluten-free, the buzzword is dairy-free, soy-free, egg-free. I mean, how many frees do you really want to set up so that therefore your diet is very limited, and over time you're potentially sabotaging your health because you're not getting the right minerals? Yeah, I'm really just looking at this whole, like, you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't have something else. Because what if your body actually tolerates that and somebody else's body doesn't? This is true. Not everyone has a problem at the same severity and level as everybody else with gluten. I'm going to be busting this open. I'm doing a lot of research here. Now, am I saying that I recommend to go and eat wheat? No, absolutely not. I'm not at all. Because I really, for those of you who know me and have been around me, I don't feel like that's a fortifying food. It's a genetically modified crop. It's, kind of been tweaked and changed to grow in many different terrains across the globe, that it's not really of any value in terms of it actually even resembling what the true einkorn wheat looks like. So maybe once it was good for us, but I don't feel like it is. But that's not actually my point. My point is that, is your whole health world going to turn upside down, as an example, if gluten did get in one person's body and didn't get in another person's body? Like, is there same? This is the thing. There's no same. There's no one size fits all. For some people, it would be absolutely detrimental. For other people, it wouldn't really touch the sides, not really be an issue. Would it be an issue if it happened, if it occurred as a part of your daily diet? Maybe. For some people, yes, absolutely. For other people, wouldn't impact as much. This is why working with scenarios such as, your health at that deep level with thyroid, we actually uncover not just the root causes, but, those elements that are actually worsening the situation, and those other elements that are improving the situation, so that together we can look at the root cause. So tell me, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. Are you aware of at least one root cause of your Hashimoto's or your Graves or your thyroiditis or your subclinical thyroid? I would love to know. Drop it in the, just say, yes, I know the root cause. Yeah, because that is gold. That is top level information. That is gold. Because once you understand what the root cause is, that doesn't mean that you're automatically healed. And it doesn't mean that you work on it for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and you're automatically healed either. It actually means that you've got the arrow pointing in a direction for you to fortify a system, fortify all of the organs and the immune system, the interplay within that network, within that framework. And it also allows you, with a health professional like myself, to have a look and see, okay, well, if that's a sabotaging factor and if that's what's going to be really exacerbating the problem, well, that then makes sense. And I can see there then that there's a link to this system or this organ or whatever else is going on in your body. Why you have migraines, why you have a sore big toe, why you have an inflamed ear. I mean, it's all linked. It's all linked in some way. And I'm telling you now, one of the most exciting things for me as a practitioner is when I find the links. I think I put a picture up this morning of how I mind map. It's kind of like, it's very interesting. It all goes on the page and several pages, and then I get out the highlight and then I point the arrows in, and as the evidence comes in, it's really, really interesting and exciting. And sometimes, even though we know that there's a high level of a toxic element like copper, even if we know there's a high level of a toxic element like aluminium, does that automatically mean that, oh, well, that must be the root cause? Well, no, it doesn't. But that tells us that, as an example, the body is unable to deal with this. It's showing up. The body is unable to process this, and potentially it's coming in and causing inflammation, causing a block in the system, using up essential minerals that should be used for other things in the body because the body's trying to deal with this heavy metal, as an example. Or it could be a mycotoxin, or it could be, a inflammatory gut bacteria like Klebsiella, or some other type of parasite or yeast infections, or H. pylori if we're looking at gut. Or it could be small intestinal bacterial overgrowth if we're looking at the digestive system still. Or it could be the hormonal imbalance. And that's when we look at, well, is it what came first, the chicken or the egg? Did the thyroid issue cause all of these other problems in the body? Or did these other things occur first, and then along the tracks we found out that we had a thyroid condition? Because even that is going to be different for different people. Yeah. And I find it really fascinating because once you start to link all these hidden links, that's where it becomes really exciting, because that's when when we know where to work. And I find, with my clients, often, thyroid may not shift straight away, but suddenly there's other things occurring, like they're feeling more energetic, their sleep has improved, their digestive issues have subsided, they have lost weight, they're improving all these other aspects of their health and feeling better. And then sometimes it takes a while for, the blood test to show up that the thyroid has improved. Because let's face it, the blood test is a marker for thyroid. That's all it is. It's a diagnostic marker. It doesn't really tell us all that much more because it's just a snapshot in time. It's a blood test. It's not going to tell us the amount of information that a functional test would with what's actually going on in our body. Right? So I'd love to hear from you. Are you aware of the root cause? And a great way a great area to consider is thinking back to the last time you really had amazing health. Thinking back and really drilling deep into your psyche and feeling into it. When was the last time you really had that amazing vitality? Was it before you gave birth to your child? Was it before you had a divorce? Was it before you grieved a loved one? When was it? Was it puberty? It could even be as far back then, depending on how old you are. Was it when you had this horrible gut infection or this other seemingly unrelated issue? And really feel into that and think about that, because that is going to uncover a missing piece. I had a client the other day that said to me, oh, I wish I heard about you and started working with you when I was going through menopause, because we've uncovered all of these things, and it's absolutely showing us why she had such a terrible time through menopause, because of what showed up in the gut function test, actually, which was super interesting. So if this beautiful lady had known back then and had been given the right pointers, she would be able to do something about it. Instead, she suffered incredibly, horribly for several years. So this is an example of where it's really great to do a certain level of testing and really digging deep to understand exactly what's going on. So I'd love to know, and if you're coming on the replay, please do a hashtag replay. And just let's actually interact, and let's actually find out from each other, what your root cause was, or where do you think it would be really worth exploring. Where do you think it would be a great area to explore? Because it might not be one thing either, might be a couple of things. There generally is a couple of things. Yeah, it's way more complex than a situation where there's leaky gut and a few antigens slipping through the cracks through food and through molecular mimicry attacking the thyroid gland. It's way more complex than that. This is about the interplay between the gut lining and the immune system. So when we know that certain genes are switched on through immune dysfunction, that's where it's not a matter of just taking this supplement or that supplement to balance everything out and mitigate the stress. You know, these might improve symptoms for a time. However, especially for a chronic situation, i.e., if you've had Hashimoto's or Graves for many, many years, it might be a situation where we really need to work upstream. So what I mean by that is we actually need to work, upstream, like what has occurred before this has occurred. So what's actually happening in the immune system to switch on these genes? What's happening for self to suddenly attack self? It's extremely complex. And this is why, certain things that we do can help or hinder. This is why. And we want to really fortify what helps and tweak and change what hinders, all while we're getting the information. Information is gold. Someone said, actually a new client, brand new, beautiful client came into my world the other day. And she said to me, knowledge is power. I really need to attain more knowledge in this area of health. And I said, yeah, I said, it is power. I said, however, it's only powerful when it's applied. It's one thing to know something. However, knowing something and actually taking those fundamental steps to make the changes are two entirely different worlds. Because you could have all of the knowledge in the world. You could say, oh yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, I know to do that. I know about that. I know. And if nothing's changed with your condition, there's something missing. There's a missing piece. It might be that the application of that knowledge is falling short for your unique situation. It might be that you're missing something, because it can be really easy to miss things because, it can be hard to decipher, what the best road is to take for you to really get your health back on track, especially with all of the mixed information going on in the world. All of the mixed information going on in all the thyroid groups, all of the mixed information going on in the blogs that you read, in the well-being magazines, in the newspaper articles, there's so much contradictory information. And the reason for that is because there's no one size fits all, because your health is unique to you. And what may be impacting you may not be impacting somebody else at all. So I'm busting all this open for 2025 and I'm taking a truckload of people. I'm going to say women because this condition mainly affects women. So think hormones. All right. So I'm going to be taking a lot of women with me on this beautiful investigative journey to uncover the root causes of your health picture, to really uncover all of those little sabotaging factors and exacerbating factors that are making things worse. And it's not just physical, there's an interplay. Our health is in layers. Think lasagna. Think lasagna, gluten-free lasagna if you like. And it's in layers. It's in layers. There's nothing that's linear. Everything ebbs and flows. There's always something to trigger something else. It's like a little domino effect, if you like. So that's why, grounding in the knowledge and making the fundamental changes to really set you up for amazing health, to really change the terrain so that your immune system actually can understand what to do. And is this a quick fix? Sometimes it can be. Oftentimes it's not. One thing that most likely is guaranteed is when we're working on our health, elements improve. Things that we didn't think were related improve. Suddenly this symptom has gone. Oh, I didn't think that was related to thyroid, but now I don't get that anymore. Suddenly this has occurred. Suddenly that has occurred. So it's exciting because you deserve to live your best life. You deserve to live in a vibrant body. This is your soul alignment to your body. Where else are you going to live? Your home is your castle, literally. So, who's with me for 2025 to really uncover? Here in this group, I'm going to be delivering so much information, so much more evidence. And while we're on that, I deeply have an apology to make. I have an apology to make because I have been flat out, which is a beautiful thing, by the way, uncovering root causes for clients. And I saw this pile of documents and I promised a live training that would delve into the research on the COVID-19 vaccine and its impact on thyroid autoimmunity. Like this research article, which says thyroid inconveniences with vaccination against SARS-CoV-2, the size of the matter, a systematic review, published in, 2022. Spikeopathy, COVID-19, spike protein is pathogenic from both virus and vaccine mRNA, published in 2023. Thyroid dysfunction following vaccination in COVID-19 vaccines, a basic review of the preliminary evidence, 2022. Autoimmune and inflammatory thyroid diseases following vaccination with SARS-CoV-2 vaccines. The pathogenesis to clinical management, June 2022. And there's so many more. So this, if you like, is a root cause. I would say for most people who had a pre-existing thyroid condition prior to, if there was a vaccination, prior to vaccination, I would say it would be an exacerbating factor. It would potentially rock the boat, really inflame the situation. And does that mean that that's nothing we can do? Absolutely not. There's so much we can do there. Your body is so much more powerful than given credit for. So much more powerful. So given the right parameters and the right means in which to work, absolutely you can make a difference. And if you're sitting here thinking, yeah, I did, things haven't been the same since then, I ask you, come and have a chat. Let's have a chat. This is unfolding evidence. We're not there yet. I'd say that it will be unfolding for the next decade. Okay? So I'm here to help you on your journey. I'm not here to judge. That's not my role. Why would I do that? It's futile. I'm here to help you with your journey, unravel all of the things that may have got you to where you are now and help you get to where you want to be. That's my role. That's actually my role on this planet. That's what I'm here for. So I would love to have a chat. So if you're wanting 2025 to be your year of health, to be your best year yet, just type 2025. Just type best health 2025. And let's get into it. Let's just have a chat. It may not, my way of doing things may not align with you. And you know what? Full respect because, you know, there's many practitioners in the world. I'm not the only one, of course, you know. So, you know, however, if you're aligning with anything that I'm saying right now, whether you're coming on the replay, whether you've watched this in a couple of months' time, it doesn't matter when, but if you're hearing what I'm saying and thinking, you know what, I think this is worth having a discussion around my health, because I remember that this happened since that time, and yeah, I've got that symptom that could be related. And if all of these things are coming up for you, write them down and book a call and let's have a chat. Let's have a preliminary chat. And then if I feel that, you know, I'm the right person for you, and if you feel that you're the right person, you know, we align, I should say, well, then we can take it further and have a deep dive discussion. So there's really no obligation at all. And, you know, I'm here to help. That's what I'm here for. And that's what I do. I help you uncover the root causes, piece together the puzzle of your health picture, to really fine tune what is already working and up the ante on that. And, you know, replace what's not working for you. I mean, how powerful is that? It's amazing. So 2025, if that's going to be your best year, decide now. Intend it. We've got a few more weeks to the end of 2024. Put that intention out into the universe. Who wants to have their best year of health yet in 2025? Drop it in the chat and drop chat 2025. And we'll get together. You know, we'll organize a chat, 10-minute chat, and let's just see what's going on for you so that we can help you pinpoint and map out a plan for you moving forward. I would love to do that for you. So if that resonates, I look forward to hearing from you. And until then, have a beautiful, actually, no, I'm going to see you before Christmas. We are having another live training next Monday, the 23rd. Monday, the 23rd, because next Wednesday is Christmas Day. So we're not doing a live training on Christmas Day, but we are doing a live training on Monday, the 23rd. And I have a very special guest, a very exciting announcement to make on 2025. On Monday, 7:30. So Monday the 23rd, 7:30. I have a very, very special live training, and I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but you're going to find out soon. In a couple of days' time, you're going to find out soon. We're just pulling all the pieces together. So I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, drop 2025 chat and let's have a chat. Bye for now.